Hi students, today we will discuss about introduction to cloud computing. We will see introduction, we will see what is the basic purpose of cloud computing and different types of cloud computing models that are deployment models as well as service models. See in this picture, if we are having any of the gadget, we directly with the help of internet connection, we can send the request whatever we are in demand. And then cloud providers, software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, they will manage entire things and directly send the response to us. If we are working as end users, we may access any of the service from the cloud computing. So about introduction of the cloud computing, the cloud is nothing, just a term related to internet or network. Whatever we want to store, we can store. We can manage, we can access the data online, rather to keep the files on our own drives, we may keep the files directly on the cloud computing technology. The data is nothing, just the files, images, documents, audios, videos, whatever we are sending through online, through any social media we may send. So, we are having many more characteristics of the cloud computing. One-to-one characteristic we will discuss. Whatever we are having in demand, we can directly send the request to the internet. We may have the exact response, that is on-demand self-service. Whether we are in any of the location of any of the country, any of the state, any of the city, whatever the location of the user, everyone can directly access the things through broad network access. Means we may, if suppose we are in India, we are in US, we may access any of the service through cloud computing, and resource pooling is one of the important feature of it. Like whatever the resources, CPU, memory, many input output devices, many other things, we can directly just access those resources through a particular pool. So the resource pooling is one of the important concept. Again, whatever the resources we are having required, we can directly scale up those resources. Whatever resources we are not having any requirement, we can directly scale down those resources. And the last important service, last important feature of the cloud computing is whatever services we are using, we have to pay accordingly, means pay for what you use. So, I hope it is very clear. See, the standard definition of the cloud computing is ubiquitous, means broad network access, heterogeneous network access. It is convenient to utilize any of the service. Whatever the things we are having required, we can directly have those services just on demand. We may have resource pooling, means shared pool of configurable computing resources, network, servers, storage, applications and any other service. So means without having much service provider interaction, we can have any of the thing just with the help of cloud computing. So let's discuss the types of cloud computing, that are deployment models as well as service models. Deployment models again divided into many parts: public cloud, hybrid cloud, private cloud. Service models are again divided into many parts: software as a service, platform as a service, as well as infrastructure as a service. So, we will discuss firstly deployment models in more detail. See in this picture, we are having private cloud. Private cloud is owned by a single organization. In this picture, we are having public cloud. Public cloud is easily accessible by any of them, any of the organization, any million number of users, billion number of users. If we will combine both the concept, private as well as public, means for security we are using private cloud, for accessing or for providing the pooling of the services we may use the concept of the public cloud. Then we will have the combination of the both, that will become the form of hybrid cloud. But community cloud is little different. Like for example, there are many of the firms, many of the organizations, many of the companies who are having their same objective, common goal, then they may have community cloud. So again we will discuss about service models in more detail, software as a service, platform as a service, as well as infrastructure as a service. So see, there are a lot of entities, network architect, or we can say IT administrators. IT administrator used to work on infrastructure as a service layer. We may have software developers, or we can say application developers. Application developers have to work on platform as a service layer just to get ready the particular platform for the users. And we are working as end users. We can directly access any of the application, any of the software directly just with the help of any of the gadget like smartphone, laptop, palm top, etc. So that is software as a service. If we will discuss one important concept, that is visibility to the end user. So user is not able to recognize any of the particular management of the servers, management of the compute unit, management of the network, because everything is on the back end. And the backend system is used to manageable by the network architects. If the visibility goes towards the end users, so we can say the visibility increases towards software as a service layer, means user could not recognize what is going on in the backend. So this is about service models. Hope you understand this particular concept.